So if you have chickens, ducks, any kind of fowl, you know how important it is. You got to keep them watered at all times. And sometimes you may forget, or if you're going to be gone for a weekend, you want to make sure that they're going to have water. That's where our automatic chicken waterer comes in. And this one is from Jaolee, and this is, of course, automatic chicken waterer. And it's got some really nice features. It's got a 60-inch lead, and it's a braided lead. This is where the water comes in. So you will need to have a hose go into this if you want to keep it automatic, or you can just fill it with water manually. Comes with the lid and 4 legs. So what's kind of neat about this, it's got the built-in legs if you want to use it that way, so it'll keep it off the ground and have to worry about animals getting into it other than the chickens. And of course, it's got the little watering cups. And what these do, if you see, there's like a little float in here. So when it gets low, it opens up, fills back up when it's got water in it. So it's automatically going to fill it up for you. So that's kind of nice. And these actually bolt in under the bottom. And then, of course, it comes with the float. And this is how it keeps it full. So what you do is you hook your hose up to one end of it. The other side goes inside the container. And there's a little float in here. So when it's full, it shuts it off. When it gets low, lets water in, fill it up, float fills up again, and shuts it off. So that's the automatic part. And that comes with a little elbow right here. Got some dirt on it. And some Teflon tape so you can keep the threads, put that on your threads and keep the water from leaking if you need that. It's kind of nice that they gave you that. And all the little hardware pieces. And there's some little mounting brackets, so if you want to mount this on a wall or hang it, you can do that too. And of course, you're going to get the manual. And it's a pretty simple install. It shows you all the parts, so make sure you have all your parts. And basically what you do, just follow the steps. You can see here's installation steps. You put the feet on, you put the cups on, then you tighten them down, put the float on the inside, and then hook up the braided hose, hook up your garden hose to it. And it does come with some fittings here. Oh, here's the fittings for your garden hose. And that's it. Turn on the water and let the chickens enjoy it. So we're gonna go outside and we're gonna set this up and see what the chickens think. Okay, so now let's assemble this. I'll take the lid off. And I have all the parts right here. So there's the hose. And there's the legs. There's the float and some parts. And here's the cups. Little water cups. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to put the feet on. And these just kind of slip on here. And just kind of fit in the little slots. Just like that. Just going to push them in nice and tight. Kind of a neat design. And there are other brackets. So if you do want to hang this or you want to mount it a different way, you don't have to use the feet. I'm going to use the feet though. And now we're going to put the little cups on, little watering cups. And there are a couple of little wing nuts in this bag, 4 wing nuts. There's 4 cups. And the cups have little gaskets, so all you got to do is stick them through the hole and put the wing nut on, and it becomes leak-proof. So there's a hole on each side, 4 or 2 in the front. So all you have to do is stick it through the hole. And on the inside, put the little wing nut. It's kind of hard to see here, but I'm putting the wing nut on. And that's one on the side. I already put the other 3 in. Let's just kind of repeat. And now we're going to put the little float on. If you look on the top of the float, there's actually some arrows showing which way the water, the direction. So you got to make sure you put that the right way. And it does come with some Teflon tape. I want to put that on later. But basically you put the big nut on here and that'll kind of seal it up. And it does have a gasket on it. And that's the part your hose is going to connect to. Just snug it up by hand. And here's like a little elbow, so you can kind of aim it, the water flow down. I'll screw that on. And like I said, you want to use the Teflon tape that came with it. And with the hose here, that's going to go on the end. Let me get that open. A pretty simple install. Just snug that on there. And this part is going to go to your hose. There's actually a coupling that you can put on, depending on the size of your hose. There's the coupling. I'm just using kind of like a regular garden hose. And it's got like a little wing nut where you can tighten it down, nice and snug. And then I got the hose here. We're gonna hook that up. Actually, I think it's easier to take the coupling, put it on the hose first. I'm gonna take the coupling back off here. I think it's just a little easier to screw on. So we put the coupling on here, there, just like that. I think that's probably the way to do it. And we'll snug them up nice and tight. And then put the braided hose back on. And that's your water connection. Pretty simple. So once I got this on, I'll go over here and turn on the water, and we'll test her out. Nice and snug. Get the water, there we go, got the water turned on. You can see it filling up. And basically how this works, the little blue float that's in there, when the water hits a certain level, it lifts the float and shuts off the flow of water. And so then when as the chickens drink it, it lowers down, fills it back up. So it's automatic water, really nice. I've had another one just kind of like this in the past, and these are fantastic. So here's the little floats that tell it to fill up the little cups. And there you go, it's full. Like I said, as they drink it, the little floats kind of go down and up, and it'll automatically fill the cups up. And when the water level gets too low, it'll just start filling the container up again. And here it is. I just got it sitting on some bricks. And you can kind of see off to the left, I have the hose kind of going up and over. And I don't have to worry about getting water to them. It's kind of a great design, a great thing. Like I said, if you do a lot of traveling, or sometimes you may forget to check their water, now you never have to worry about it. As long as you got your hose hooked up, probably in the winter, you'll want to take the hose off and just manually fill it up, which you can do that too. So if you do not want to use the hose and the float, you can just take a bucket of water, fill it up every now and then. It's kind of nice design. One, you're not going to waste water. It's not going to be evaporating. It's going to stay nice and clean. And the chickens will always have their water. What a nice design. Check it out.